Hello, hello. I am feeling a bubblegum fantasy right now, and I'm just giving in. I'm just giving in to my full potential of a bubblegum fantasy, and here I am. Okay, so I'm here to talk about my favorite foundations, my top 5 and my bottom 5. My top 5 and my bottom 5. I don't think I've ever done a video like this, but I have so much experience trying out foundations that I thought I would stop watching these videos and make one for myself, because I have my own top 5 and I'd love to share it with you. So if you want to see top 5 and bottom 5 foundations, just keep on watching. So I would just like to start this video by saying I am not wearing any of the foundations I'm going to talk about, so apologies for that. But otherwise, I have worn all of these foundations I am going to talk about that I like in videos, so I will link those down below of how I apply them and maybe my first impressions of them. I think all of them, maybe not. I'm going to do them in order. I'm probably going to regret that, but I'm going to do them in order. So my top 5, I'm going to start with number 5, and that spot will go to the beloved NARS Longwear Radiant, no, can't say it, Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I will never say this right. I will always have to read the bottle. But I use this a lot early on in my channel, but I still use this quite a bit, and I think that the finish of this is in the medium zone. It's definitely medium coverage. It has a very nice skin-like finish while still being dewy, satiny, gives you a really nice skin-like texture. However, it is more on the fuller coverage side for sure, but it's beautiful. There's no way to not put this on a top 5 list. If you're looking for an everyday foundation, it's really good in the sunlight. It works at night. Certain foundations that I'm going to talk about don't work like at night. I really do my makeup depending on the lighting that I'm going to be in. So if I'm in sunlight, totally different products. If I'm in like dim light at a bar, totally different products. And if I'm like going out, dancing, sweating, totally different products. Yeah, that's kind of like how I do it. I don't know, that's just how I do it. So NARS is an overall one. I definitely can wear it during the day, during the night, which is harder to be because I don't like a lot of heavier foundations in the sunlight. I think it's very unforgiving, but this one does look really nice. My color is in Barcelona, pretty much my color now, but I definitely reach for this a little bit lesser than the other ones, but I still will always recommend it. It's a true favorite. It's just a really, really, really good foundation. So number 4, I don't know. God. Okay, so number 4 is gonna go to a well-loved product. I really love this. It is a bit expensive, but I just do believe that it is just so nice. And it was, I think I put this in my favorite foundation of 2018. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. This is the Giorgio Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I have in 4WO, so 4 Warm Olive, which is a little bit darker than what I normally wear, because I got it in the summer, because I was tanner in the summer. But this is an amazing foundation. It stays on like the whole time you're wearing it. It does not budge. That is like number 1 reason why I love it. Secondly, the finish is so skin-like. Like it's perfect. It's the perfect medium of when you need coverage, but you don't want to look cakey. This is like this is your best friend. I mean, it's so well formulated to where you can use it, same as NARS, where you can use it at night and during the day, which is why I love it. I'm actually almost out of it. I've been wearing it forever, for so long. It's much thinner than the NARS one. This is a very thin consistency, but you can build it up like 2 layers and you're good. 3 would be probably a bit much, but I really recommend this foundation. I love it so much. Again, if you're looking for an everyday foundation, they have really good undertones, and it really doesn't budge, but it's still a lighter coverage finish. Yeah, it's the best way I can describe it, but I really loved this all summer. Wore it to all the weddings I went to. which was great because I was in the sun for half of the weddings and then dancing my ass off for the other half of the wedding, and this was like my tried and true. So love this so much. Number 3, I'm tying, okay? I have 2 and I'm tying them because I love them both. I can't choose, I shouldn't have to. I make the rules here, so I'm not choosing. I'm just including both. I am a lighter coverage girl. I definitely do not love full coverage foundations. I think that they look kind of like crap on me. I have textured skin, so it doesn't really work. And I like cream products. So I like to choose foundations that work really, really well with cream products. However, they still cover what I want to be covered. And like I said, I have textured skin, scarring, so I do have things that I want to cover. And I prefer a lighter foundation, a lighter coverage foundation during the day because I think sunlight is, like I said earlier, the most unforgiving light you could possibly put your face in. So these two 100% are my favorite in sunlight during the day. Like, oh my god, they're just so beautiful. I'm just gonna hold them up together because they're not better than the other ones. This one is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation Brightening Complex for all skin types. My color is in MN3. Their color range is absolutely garbage. The NARS and Dior color ranges are great. This one, pathetic. Like fucking pathetic. So that's really stupid. I hate that. And this one is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint Foundation with hyaluronic acid, moisturize and plump skin for 24 hours, and I have it in the color Honey. So the two of them, very similar. They give you a very skin-like dewy, but like not shiny finish. They look stunning with cream products. Oh my god, they're my favorite for cream products. They're like the most natural finish while still giving coverage. They're not like Face and Body in that there's no coverage. They do have coverage. They're just not overpowering or suffocating your skin. And they're so flattering. I've used them 100 times in videos. Definitely have used this 100 times in videos because I was like fiending for this when I first got it. And then I got this and now I use both. But I use this more right now. But that's just because I'm like a phasey person when it comes to foundation. But I love these two. They're from the drugstore. I think this one's 20 and this one's like 12 or 15. So they are not so expensive and they're just so pretty. I just love them. I really recommend them. If you haven't tried those, pick those up for sure. And then number 2. Okay. So like number 2 could be my number 1, but my number 1 has always been my number 1 and I'll never replace it, you know? So I'm just gonna leave this at number 2 and let it shine in number 2 spot because number 2 is really good. Out of all the foundations I've ever used, this is my second favorite. That's saying a lot. Maybe you can guess, is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. Wow, what the fuck? This is stunning, like on everyone. It's so pretty and it's so cheap. Like, what the hell is in this? I don't know. I have never used a foundation like this. This is like the perfect shiny dewy finish with the right amount of coverage. You cannot see it on your skin. It makes your skin look like your skin but just so much nicer. Like so much nicer. It's incredible. And it lasts all night. So this is something that I love using. I love mixing this with anything. I use this for weddings, like for brides. I use this mixed with more of a matte foundation because matte foundations tend to like stick to your skin, or I use this with number 1 for brides. But this is a really pretty foundation to wear on a special occasion because you just look kind of like you're gleaming from within, especially if you use like a nice light, like illuminating primer. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I use it all the time. I probably have 3 videos on this, using this. And I use it all the time. I have 2 colors in tawny and sable. I'm more tawny right now. Sable's for when I was tanned in Florida. Rest in peace, my tan. But yeah, I bought this in Florida in February and I have not found something that I like more at all. I love this foundation. It's so good. I know I've only had it for a few months, but I'm telling you, I know it. It's better than everything I own. Except this one. So this one will just never be replaced because it's the most high-end foundation in the world, but it really is the most beautiful foundation It just looks so velvety smooth on your skin. This is like what you should wear on your wedding day. I've always said it. Giorgio Armani, a Luminous Silk Foundation is what you should wear on your wedding day or your prom day or whatever, if you can afford it. However, very expensive. However, what I do, because I'm a little sneaky snake, is when I have a bride with a different skin tone than the ones that I own, I go to Sephora and get a sample, because all you need is that tiny little sample for that one day and you're good. You don't need anything else. But this is what I use mainly on brides. I mix it with Flower Beauty for sure, as long as I have had it. I've done a few weddings where I have mixed it, but before that, I always use this on brides. This is like my #1 special occasion foundation. I actually only use it now for special occasions because I think it's so expensive and there's so much more I could be using day to day. But I did used to actually solely use this on my face every day for probably like 2 years, which was so expensive. Like stupid. That was stupid. So now I cherish these more. I appreciate them more, and I use them more sparingly because you really don't need to wear this every day. But I'm telling you, this is the nicest foundation you could ever wear for any occasion. Or if you have buttloads of money every day, why not? You know, like, hey, who are we to judge? But this is just, will forever have my heart. It will always be my favorite foundation. When somebody asks me what should I wear, I'm looking for a really like perfect foundation. What do I buy? I want to, you know, wear it to all the occasions, or I want to wear it for a special event. I say Giorgio Armani. You can't get better. You just can't. Like, also, side note, I should be saying that I have dry skin, dehydrated skin apparently. So all of these work for my skin, but Giorgio Armani works for oily skin as well. I know that like that might be a controversial thing, but if you prime it properly, and what you do if you do have oily skin, don't use it in your T-zone, use a matter foundation, but still use this one for like everywhere else, and it'll work for you. That's what I kind of do, and then I powder the T-zone much more. But I had a bride who was oily. She wore this and she was fine. Like I said, I just used a little bit more of a matter foundation here, but she was fine. She had a good time at her wedding, 100%. So, and then I have my bottoms. So I don't know, I'm not gonna like put these in a particular order at all. I'm gonna actually start off with one I don't have, the NYX Total Control Concealer. It's like in a little dropper vial and it's like this big. I hate it. I hate it so much. It looks so bad. It pills so poorly. Ugh, I hate it. Like, what the hell is that? I don't understand that one. I think it's really, 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 really bad. So the next one I have is, I'm so sorry, but I don't want to dislike this, but I just do. Like, I just dislike this. It's too matte. It's too hard to work with. It doesn't look good on everybody. I think it only looks good on Rihanna. I'm pretty sure it only looks good on Rihanna. And like, I'm okay with it when I thin it out with an oil, but I still don't love it, and I just think, no, this doesn't work. However, I've never used it on stage. I'm pretty sure she's making her makeup. As you can tell, I'm talking about the Fenty Beauty foundation. This is a sample. No, this is what's left of mine because mine broke, so I just poured it all in here. But yeah, I think she mainly developed that foundation so she could wear on stage and not like sweat and look like a hot mess, which makes sense to me because it does not budge. It dries down very quickly. It's very hard to work with once it's dry, but it does not budge. However, it just doesn't look good, very, very, very good up close. And Rihanna has perfect skin. She's perfect. She's fucking beautiful. And, you know, not all of us have perfect skin, so I can't say I like this one. I tried to like it. I definitely did a bunch of videos with it, but the more and more I bought different foundations, the less I liked that one. And I'm just put it to bed. Like, I just don't use it at all. I don't like it. So the next foundation, I don't know why everybody likes this. I don't like this. Maybe I should try it again, but I probably won't. I just, you know, can you hear the rain? Wow, it's so raining. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I don't like this. I don't understand why everybody likes this. I like the Pro Glow way better than this. I just don't like this. Like, I did a video on it. It was a first impression and I didn't ever use it again. So I think maybe I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth if I use this again and like it. But for now, my first impression of this was, it was shit. It pilled really weirdly and it did not sit on top of my skin, or did not blend in my skin very nicely, like, at all. So I really have never reached for this since. And I don't get the hype. Sorry. And then last but not least, this is an oldie, but a bad oldie. There's some makeup that should just be put to rest, I think, in the world. And I used to use this every day when I had acne. It was like my go-to. I think it was a lot of people's go-to foundation. Therefore, it has like this weird place in everybody's heart because it was used so widely by the makeup world. And this was like before, this was when MAC was like in power, you know, like this isn't a MAC product. But this was when MAC was like Sephora and nobody was shopping at Sephora, everybody was shopping at MAC. But Makeup Forever was kind of coming up and they came out with this foundation, the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and everybody and their mother was like using this foundation. Now, I really don't like it. Like, I just don't understand. First of all, it's like $52. That's just so stupid, you know? Like, it's not better than any drugstore foundation I own. So like, why am I spending $52 on it? I don't know. I will say this has its purpose. This is a very good foundation for HD TV makeup, which is something that I don't do often. I have done a few times, but nothing to the extent of other people. And this is very much so used by people on TV. So this does work in certain aspects, but like day to day in person, this is just really not nice. I have a bit of a bone with it because I used it in makeup school a lot because it was the one range of foundation that they had every color in like the classroom kit, and I just always hated using it on the models. Like I always use my own foundation because I just thought that this never looked good. It always pilled. It always looked really weird in lighting. It looked fine in photographs, but in person I always thought, oh my god, this looks really bad. So I just stopped using it. My teacher would always be like, why aren't you using it? And I'd be like, no, like my teacher gave me a very hard time in makeup school. She just gave me a hard time. I was a bit stubborn, I think, and she was quite like traditional old school makeup, and I was like, but there's so much new stuff out there and you should be kind of going with that too. And she was more like TV, old school, like special effects, but like not special effects. She mainly worked in like television, which in my opinion is such different makeup. So sometimes we clashed, but she was always pushing this on me and I was always saying, no thank you, because it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't. I don't like it. Sorry. Sorry, Makeup Forever. Love the foundation stick, but really don't like the liquid. Those are my best and worst foundations that I've ever tried. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few, but you know, like in general, those are the ones that I hate and those are the ones that I love. And I hope you like this video. I had fun filming it. It's definitely fun to give credit where credit is due, but also to let you know what's not, you know, cool. It's not really good, you know? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in my next video.